Yo, it's your boy the Android Doctor back again with another tutorial video. Okay, so today I'll be showing you how to install Android 9.0 Pie on the Moto G6. So this is my G6 here, and I'm currently running the stock Android 8.0 firmware. So as you can see, I'm not rooted here. And let me just show you all about phone Moto G6 Android version 8.0. So I'm totally stock at the moment. Okay, so let's just have a look at the 9.0. Okay, so first of all, I want to give all credits to secuflag. He's a junior member over here at XDA. He's the guy who managed to port this ROM to us. So all credits to him for putting in this work and bringing us this amazing Android AOSP 9.0 Pie custom ROM. This is Android 9.0 release 1. So this is the first release, and so far it's really good. It can be used as a daily driver. I've had no major issues with it. Okay, so let's just take a look at what works. Okay, so here's the list of working things. So RIL works, SMS, camera, Wi-Fi, mobile data, Bluetooth, root. And what doesn't work, or not tested yet, is NFC, Dolby Audio, FM radio. Fingerprint works, I've tried that. And other things ain't working, so it says, and there's a question mark. So those are most likely the things what are not tested. But these are the confirming things what aren't working. NFC, Dolby Audio, FM radio. But like I said, fingerprint does work because I've tried it. I did a video showing fingerprint working. Okay, so before you do this, there's one requirement. You will need to have an unlocked bootloader. So if you don't know how to unlock the bootloader on the G6, I'll leave a link to my simple tutorial in the description down below. Go follow that video, unlock your bootloader, and then come back to this video to install 9.0. Okay, so first things first, make sure you back up any important files on your device before you do this, because doing this will wipe the device totally clean. So just make sure you back up any important pictures, videos, contacts, whatever you find important. Just make sure you have it all backed up on a thumb drive or on your PC. And then just click on this link here, and this is the 9.0. So just click on this download link here and download the 9.0 to your desktop. So I've already downloaded it, and here it is. And it should have a date of the 26th of the 9th, 2018. Depending on when you download it. If there's a new update, obviously the date will have changed. So just make sure you save it to your desktop like I've done already. Okay, next, head on to the link in the description down below, and it will take you to this page here, and we'll need to download the minimal ADB and fastboot. So just scroll down and click on the first link here, download version 1.4.3. And once you've downloaded it, once again, save it to your desktop. So here it is, I've already done it, minimal ADB, and then head on to the link in the description again down below, and it will take you to this OpenGApps page, and we need to download the 9.0 GApps. So select ARM 32-bit, this one here, Android version 9.0, and then select the Pico package, and then select this red download arrow, and the 9.0 GApps will then begin to download, and save the GApps to the desktop like I've already done. So these are the open GApps here. And then you'll need to download TWRP v3 2.3. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. Okay, so when you're done, you'll have these 4 files on your desktop: minimal ADB, TWRP, OpenGApps, and the 9.0. Okay, so first things first, let's just install the minimal ADB. Hit yes, next. I accept agreement, next. And by default, it will install to the C drive x86 minimal ADB and fastboot. So hit next, 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 install, finish. We can close that down. Okay, so now just connect the phone to the USB cable. Sorry about that. Transfer files. And I recommend using an SD card to do this. And then just drag and drop the OpenGApps onto your SD card. I've already done it. So here are my GApps. And then you can close that down. Okay, so now just power off the device. And put the device into fastboot mode. To put it into fastboot mode, you're just going to press in between the volume up and down button, and you're going to press the power button all at the same time. So in between volume up and down and power, just keep it held down for about 5 seconds until it takes you to this screen here, and then use the volume down button and go to where it says start, and then you can put the device down. Okay, next go back to the desktop and create a new folder. Let me just move this file out of the way. Okay, so create a new folder. And then drag and drop the 9.0 firmware into there. Then open it up. Okay, so now we're just going to extract the 9.0 system image tar. So right click on it, and to extract it you will need an extracting program like 7-zip or WinRAR. I recommend using 7-zip, so I'll put a link to 7-zip in the description down below. So just download it, install 7-zip, and then when you right click on it on the system image, you should then have the option to extract the files. So select extract here. Okay, so once it's finished extracting, you'll now see this other system image file here. So just right click on that image file, 7-zip, go across and select extract here, and now you'll see this system file. Just drag and drop it onto the desktop, then close that down. Okay, so now just go to the C drive where we installed minimal ADB earlier. Program files x86. Locate the minimal ADB and fastboot folder, and then drag and drop the 9.0 system image into there. Select continue, and now it's been added into the minimal ADB fastboot. Okay, so what you need to do now is anywhere in the minimal ADB fastboot folder, just find the blank space. So just find the blank space anywhere in here and press shift on your keyboard and also right click on your mouse. So shift and right click, and then it will bring up this little box. Select open command window here, and now connect the phone to the USB again. And it should say connected on the device there down at the bottom. Okay, so go back to the little window, the little black window here. Let's just focus. And you're going to type fastboot space flash space system space system, and at the end where you've put the system, just type .img at the end. So it should be looking like this: fastboot space flash space system system.img, and then hit enter on your keyboard. Okay, so just wait for it to say okay and finished with a total time of 41 9 15 seconds, and then down here just type on your keyboard fastboot space reboot and enter. Then the device will start to reboot. From here you can just go ahead and unplug it. Just having a drink of tea. Okay, if you see this screen saying enter your password, okay, so it's powering off. If you see that screen saying enter your password, just put 4 zeros and then enter it, and it will ask you, it will say something about going back into recovery to do a factory reset. Just go back into the recovery to do the factory reset, like what I'm going to do now. So just go down to factory data reset and use the volume button to select it, and then use the volume down button again to select yes, and then the power button to do the reset. And then it will reboot. Oh, another thing I'm just going to mention is I'm not editing the video, I'm showing you everything from beginning to end, just to show you that this does work 100%. Okay, so whilst it's booting up, just go back to the black window here. Okay, so it's finished booting. So just go back to the black window here, move it out the way a bit, so we can access the minimal ADB folder, and then just drag and drop the TWRP file. This is the recovery, into there, and select continue, and you should have the TWRP in there. Okay, so you can put the black window back to where it was, because we still need to use that. Okay, so this is the 9.0. Moto G6, Android version 9, Android P. Okay, so now just power off the device. And once again, we're going to go into fastboot mode, so press in between the volume up and down button and also press the power button. Keep them both pressed for about 5 seconds. Okay, it didn't do it that time. Let's try again. Okay, so we're in fastboot. Just go to where it says start and now connect the USB cable once again. And once again it should say connected. Okay, so let's just move the window out away a second. Okay, so let's locate the TWRP file what we just dragged into the fastboot folder. So here it is. Just right click on it, select rename, and then copy the whole name. Okay, now in the black window just type fastboot space flash space recovery space, and then right click on your mouse and paste the name of the TWRP into there. And at the end of the name, where it says Ali, just put .img and then hit enter on your keyboard. And just wait for it to say OK, finished, with a time of 1.16 seconds. And now unplug the USB cable. Then use the volume down button and go down to where it says recovery mode and hit the power button to enter recovery mode. Okay, now just select cancel and install. Select storage, micro SD, hit OK. And now locate the OpenGApps 9.0 Pico file and then select it and then swipe to confirm flash. Okay, if the screen goes off, just press the volume button to wake it back up. And swipe to unlock. And then just wait for it to say installation complete, as you can see there. And then hit reboot system. Okay, so now you should have the Play Store. And here it is. Okay, so now you can sign into the Play Store and download all your favorite applications. Okay, so one last thing I'm gonna do now is, if you have any audio issues, you'll need to download this file. I will link it in the description down below. It's Viper Audio, Viper 4. So just place it on your SD card. You might notice that you can't access your SD card. So what you need to do is just, let's just clear all this. Okay, so just pull down the settings. And go to System. Go to About Phone. And go to where it says Build Number. And just keep tapping it till it says you are now a developer. Go back. Go back. Okay. Okay, so go into System. Go to About Advanced. And you should see the developer options now unlocked here. Go inside it. And where it says USB debugging, just make sure that's turned on. And then scroll down to where it says default USB configuration. Select it and select file transfer. And now you can access the internal storage and SD card. And just drag and drop the Viper 4 audio file onto there. And then close it down. Unplug the device. Power it off. Go into fastboot mode by pressing in between the volume up and down button and the power button. Keep them both held down for about 5 seconds until it takes you into fastboot. Now use the volume down button and go to where it says recovery. Then use the power button to enter recovery mode. select cancel, select install, select storage, micro SD, OK, and then select the Viper for Android FX zip file and swipe to confirm flash. Okay, so press volume up, volume down, select version, choose V4A you want installed, press volume up, and then reboot system. And this should now fix any audio issues that you might have been facing. So yeah, this is just my tutorial showing you from beginning to end how to install Android 9.0 onto the Moto G6. And whenever there's an update, just go to System Update and you can check for an update. Or what you can do is you can go to secuflag's main page here, and you can just scroll down and look for any updates here. Just look for any date newer than the 26th and download it. Place it on your SD card, boot back into TWRP recovery, locate the update file, install it, and then just reboot. So yeah, this video helped you out, guys. You already know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. If you get stuck with anything, leave comments down below. If you find any bugs, leave the comments on secuflag's XDA page. Just leave it in the comment section there, letting him know of the bugs what you found, and hopefully he will fix them. So yeah, it's your boy the Android Doctor, and I'm out. Deuces.